When you're a teacher, one of the first things you realize you need is organization. Whether you're teaching all the subjects by yourself or you're juggling a handful of different classes, organization just might make or break you. My first year of teaching, I thought I was organized, but the piles on my desk said otherwise. Papers everywhere, no clear spot for anything, and me wasting time every morning trying to get myself together. Over the years, I started adding a few systems, one at a time, that made things a lot smoother. Here's 5 things that worked for me. All right, the very first thing was I tried giving myself a weekly planning routine. Every Thursday, I'd spend 15 minutes looking at the week ahead. That way I wasn't caught off guard with things like an assembly showing up on the same day as like a math test. The next thing is I also on that day batched my copies. Instead of running to the copy machine every single morning, I made copies once a week, usually on Thursdays, and then set up a daily file system where then I would put it all in each box. Monday's work went in Monday, Tuesday in another, so on and so forth. All the books I would need, no more morning panic. That way, before I left for the day, I would just pull out my stack of papers, lay out exactly what I needed for that day, and I was ready to go. Talk about a lifesaver. Even with that, I still had one big problem, the turn-in bin. Everything went into one pile, one bin, and honestly, most days I really wanted to throw it away because I didn't want to have to sit there and sort through all of the papers. So that's when I started color coding. Blue bins for math, red for reading, green for science, whatever color that folder or journal was, I made the bin match. And suddenly my piles made sense. I even color coded my digital files, my digital little folders to help me. It just made everything easier to find at a glance. Okay, so color coding helped me, but I still walked into my classroom each morning feeling behind, or I would stay really late the day before. So I started doing like an end of the day reset. Before I left, I'd clear the board, flip the date, get out tomorrow's copies like I talked about earlier. It was a small change, but the difference it made to my mornings was huge. Real life showed me more gaps. One year, a student was in the hospital and I thought we should probably send them something. But I had nothing ready, no cards. That's when I realized I needed a better system. So I came up with my card bin. I got this handy bin from Target. It's a stackable bin. And it is literally perfect for holding my little half cards. And I had little dividers to help me know exactly. I also was noticing, I was at a school where we got a lot of new students often. So when I noticed that a student showed up with less than a day's notice, as in, hey, you're getting a new student tomorrow, I realized I didn't have anything prepped for them either. So I started to put together a new student bag. So normally it would be like all in a Ziploc bag, but basically I would have whatever folders, I would like save the folders and put like an extra sticker on, so I just have to add their name, a nameplate, I would have their crayons ready. Anything that my students were needing, especially, it's really helpful if you'll do this at the beginning of the year. And then you just pull out the bag and it's ready to go. Now, if you're gonna do this, I recommend that not to just make one, make 2 at the same time, so that then once you've made one for the new student who's coming tomorrow, you also have one for the next time. As you've done one, also, I usually make a little checklist with all of the things I was needing so that when I do have to make the next one or for the next year, I already have a list of all the things that we need in our school and the things that will help me. As another school year came around, I realized I needed a better plan for subs and for being sick. My old way was leaving all of my stuff out from my bin with some little notes and just hoping for the best. But I decided that to keep it all in one place and really help my sub, I would get a sub binder. My handy dandy subbinder holds rosters, my seating chart, emergency plans, and simple activities in case they needed extra work or in case I wasn't able to come in and make sub plans because I was too sick. This binder made my life so much easier and made sub plans so much less stressful for me and my team because they would know exactly where it was to go and pull it for the sub. Now, I really want to remind you, none of these systems happened overnight. I started realizing the gaps and holes, and I added each of my systems as problems came up one by one. But you can definitely start adding more as you go. And now, instead of piles of papers and last-minute scrambles, I feel like I can actually start the day ready to teach. And I hope that at least one of these 5 things help you feel like your classroom is a zen home away from home instead of a chaotic place with a pile of papers to sort. If you love organization, you're gonna wanna watch how I organized my classroom library so that it stayed tidy. And you can watch that video down below. See you guys next time.